Ito yung ultimate childhood favorite merienda ko na kahit araw-araw ko pang kainin, kayang-kaya. Kaya ituturo ko din sa inyo ang paano gumawa ng maruya.
Simple, luto na,
So yung gagawin ko ngayon yung maruya. Pero nung lumalaki ako, hindi maruya yung tawag namin, kundi pinaypay. Kasi para siyang abaniko, ginagawang parang fan yung forma ng saging. So what are we going to do first? We're going to mix our dry ingredients. So meron tayo dito 3/4 cup na all-purpose flour. Meron akong 1/4 cup na cornstarch. So pinaghalo ko yung cornstarch and flour para mas maging crispy yung ating maruya. Lalagyan ko siya ng 1 teaspoon na salt and lalagyan ko din siya ng 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So kung wala kayong baking powder, it's also okay, no? And we add 1/2 cup of water. Yan. So sobrang easy, di ba? Parang ganun lang siya. And hindi naman siya kailangan sobrang smooth yung pagmix mo kahit may konting lumps. It's okay. Kasi it's going to be more crisp. Yan. So tama lang yung mixture natin. Look at that, ha? Yan. So medyo thick siya ng konti na paste natin. That. So you just let it rest while we prepare our bananas. Natabi natin yan. Then we start with our banana. So yung gamit ko dito ay saba. Yung gusto ko dito is yung hindi masyadong hinog, no, na malata. Ito, ripe siya, pero it's still firm. So we cut into slices, no? Depends on the size of your saba, you cut it into 3 or 4. So ito siya kasi medyo maliit yung saba na nabili namin. 3 pieces lang siya. Yan. Yan. So we cut into strips. Yung ginagawa din namin sa Cebu, yung style namin is kaya tinatawag na pinaypay is we slice it pero nag-iiwan kami ng konting unsliced parts sa edge and pino-form namin na paypay, parang ganun. Kaya pinaypay siya. So diretso na natin siya after we slice our bananas. Put this aside. And we add our bananas into our batter. Sobrang easy. Hindi na natin pahirapan yung shelves natin. And we mix. So we just coat our bananas in the batter. So once our oil is hot enough, so kukuha na tayo ng saging, no? And we put it into our hot oil. Yan. Look at that, no? Spread out mo lang siya until it fries into golden. And we have our plate ready. So, sobrang quick and easy naman tong ating merienda, no? So, yung gagawin natin ay pabaliktarin na natin as it begins to turn golden. Yan. Yan. And we continue to fry it, no? So, we can turn it around twice over para talagang crispy na crispy siya. So, na-notice nyo yung batter natin, wala siyang halong egg or konting oil para crisp na crisp siya. Kasi pag nilagyan natin ng mga fats ang ating batter, those are tenderizers. Nangyayari, nagiging soft and pillowy yung texture ng ating maruya. So, once we have a very nice crisp na maruya, we just put it on the side, no? So, we put our cooked banana fritters, ating pinaypay. Yan, gusto ko nang kumain. Yan, oh my God. Gusto ko dito yung batter niya, hindi siya masyadong matamis. Kaya may salt siya, may konting alat. So, sweet sa loob, then yung batter natin medyo salty. So, to finish, we just add a little bit of, you know, white sugar over para kumapit siya agad while it's still hot and freshly cooked. Yan, ang ating maruya. So, you just add the sugar to serve or just serve it on the side and people can add sugar if they like it or if they don't like it, they don't use it. Discarding masarap, maruya simple! Nagustuhan niyo ba ang video na to? Please share para lalong dumaming ating mga kasimple. And don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram accounts.